is my old friend Ivan Vasilievich. Oh, great to see you, boy. Good to see you. Oh, this is a surprise, and that's a fact. How you doing?
Oh, thanks a lot. And how are you? Doing, I mean.
Oh, we get along, my boy. We get along. Good to see that you think of us occasionally and everything. Well, have a seat, boy. Be my guest. Glad to see you here, and that's a fact. Why so formal, boy? What's the occasion? You're all dressed up and everything. Are you going to a party or what?
Oh, no, I only came to see you, Stepan Stepanich.
But why such fancy dress? You look like you're getting married.
Well, I'll tell you. You see, Stepan Stepanich, I hope I'm not disturbing you, but I came to ask you a little favor. This isn't the first time I've had occasion, as they say, to ask you for help, and I want you to know that I really admire you when I do it. What I mean is, look, you have to excuse me, Stepan Stepanich. This is making me very nervous. I'll just have a little drink of water, if it's all right with you.
He wants me to lend him some money. I won't. So, what exactly are you here for, boy? Big, strong man like you?
Well, you see, Stepan Stepanich, I always had the greatest respect for you, Stepan Respectovich. Excuse me, I mean, Stepan Excuse-mevich. Look, I'm really nervous, as you can plainly see. Well, what it all comes down to is this. You are the only person who can give me what I want, and I know I don't deserve it. Of course, that goes without saying, and that I don't have any real right to it either.
Look, you don't have to beat around the bush with me, boy. Spit it out. What do you want?
All right, I will. Well, what I came to ask for is, I came to ask for the hand of your daughter, Natasha.
Oh, Mama! Ivan Vasilievich! Sing that again. I didn't like it.
I came to ask...
Oh, lover boy! Buddy boy! You don't know how happy this makes me and everything, and that's a fact. I've always dreamed for this to happen. It's like a dream come true. I love you, boy. That's a fact. But you don't know what this means to me. Really. Oh, well, what now?
Well, I don't know. Are you happy?
This is beyond belief, my boy, beyond belief. And now we're up on the ceiling.
Do you want to go get Natasha?
Of course, Natasha. You wait right here. I'll go get her.
But wait, Stepan Stepanich. Do you think she'll say yes?
Of course she'll say yes. Big hunk like you, what choice does she have? She's like a cat in heat and all the rest of it. Wait right there, I'll be right back.
It must be cold in here. I'm starting to shiver just like I was going to take an exam. The main thing is, you have to make up your mind. If you just keep thinking about it, and argue back and forth, and talk a lot, and wait for the ideal woman, or for true love, you'll never get married. It's cold in here. And Natasha is a very good housekeeper. She's kind of good looking. She's been to school. What more do I need? I'm starting to get that hum in my ears again. It must be my nerves. And I can't just not get married. First of all, I'm already 35, and that's about what they call the turning point. Second of all, I have to start leading a regular, normal life. There's something wrong with my heart. I've got a murmur. I'm always nervous as a tick, and the least little thing can drive me crazy, like right now, for instance. My lips are starting to shudder, and I have this little Watson that keeps twitching in my right eyelid. But the worst thing about me is sleep. I mean, I don't. I go to bed, and as soon as I start falling asleep, all of a sudden, something in my left side goes, and it pounds right up into my shoulder and my head, and I jump out of bed like crazy and walk around for a while. Then I lie down again, and as soon as I start falling asleep, all of a sudden, something in my left side goes, and that happens 20 times.
It's you. It's just you. And Papa said, go take a look in the other room. Someone wants to sell you something. Oh, well, how are you anyways?
How do you do, Natasha?
Oh, you'll have to excuse me. I'm still in my apron. We were shelling peas. How come you haven't come by to see us in so long? Sit down. Do you feel like something to eat?
Oh, no, thanks. I ate already.
You smoke? Go ahead if you want to. Beautiful day today, isn't it? And yesterday it was raining so hard, the men in the hayfields couldn't do a thing. How many stacks of people got cut so far? Oh, do you know what happened to me? Oh, I got so carried away. I had them cut down the whole meadow. And I'm sorry I did. The hay's going to rot. Oh my, look at you. What have you got on those fancy clothes for? Well, aren't you something? You going to a party or what? You know, you've been looking kind of cute these days. Anyway, what are you all dressed up for?
Well, you see, Natasha, the fact is, I came to ask you to listen to what I have to say, and you'll probably be sort of surprised and maybe get mad, but it's awful cold in here.
So what did you come here for, huh? Huh?
I'll try to make this brief. Now, you see, Natasha, we've known each other for a long time, ever since we were children. And I've had the pleasure of knowing your entire family. My poor dead aunt and her husband, and as you know, I inherited my land from them, they always had the greatest respect for your father and your poor dead mother. The Lomos and the Chubakovs have always been on very friendly terms, almost like we were related. And besides, but you already know this, and besides, your land and mine are right next door to each other. Take my meadowland, for instance. It lies right alongside of your birch.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I think you just said my meadowland? Are you saying meadowland belongs to you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I am.
Well, I never. Meadowland belongs to us, not you.
Oh, no, Natasha, meadowland is mine.
Well, that's news to me. Since when is it yours?
What do you mean, since when? I'm talking about the little pasture they call meadowland, the one that makes a wedge between your birch grove and burnt swamp.
Yes, I know the one you mean, but it's ours.
Oh, Natasha, I think you're making a mistake. That field belongs to me.
Ivan Vasilich, do you even realize what you're saying? And just how long has it belonged to you?
What do you mean, how long? As far as I know, it's always been mine.
Now, wait, just a minute. Excuse me, but
It's all very clearly marked on the deeds, Natasha. It's true, there was some argument about it back a ways, but nowadays everybody knows it belongs to me, so there's no use arguing about it. You see, but what happened was, my aunt's grandmother let your grandfather's tenants have that field for free for about 40 years in exchange for their making bricks for her. So your grandfather's people used that field for 40 years, and they started thinking it was theirs. But it turned out what the real problem was.
my grandfather and great-grandfather always said that their land went as far as burnt swamp, which means meadowland belongs to us. So there's no point in arguing about it. I think you're just being rude.
Look, I can show you the papers, Natalia Stepanovna.
No, you're just teasing me. You're trying to pull my leg. This is all a big joke, isn't it? We've owned that land for going on 300 years. And now all of a sudden you say it doesn't belong to us? Excuse me, Ivan Vasilyevich, excuse me, but I can't believe you just said that. And believe me, I don't care one bit about that old meadow. It's only 12 acres. It's not worth 300 rubles even, but that's not the point. It's the injustice of it that hurts. And I don't care what anybody says. Injustice is something I just can't put up with.
Oh, you didn't listen to what I was saying. Please. Your grandfather's tenants, as I was trying very politely to point out to you, made bricks for my aunt's grandmother. So my aunt's grandmother...
Grandmother, grandfather, father, what difference does it make? The field belongs to us, and that's that.
That field belongs to me.
The field belongs to us. And you can go blue in their face when you talk about your grandmother. You can wear 15 fancy coats. It still belongs to us. It's ours, ours, ours. And I don't want anything that belongs to you, but I do want to keep what's my own. Thank you very much.
Look, Natasha, I don't care about that field either. I don't need that field. But I'm talking about the principle of the thing. If you want the field, you can have it. I'll give it to you.
If there's any giving to be done, I'll do it. The field belongs to me. Even Vasilyevich, I've never gone through anything this crazy in my life. Up till now, I've always thought of you as a real friend, a good neighbor. Last year, we even lent you our threshing machine. We were threshing our wheat in November. And now all of a sudden, you start treating us like gypsies. You want to give me my own field? Well, Ivan Vasilyevich, in my opinion, that is a very unneighborly thing to do. In fact, it's downright insulting.
So in your opinion, I'm some kind of claim jumper, you mean? Look, lady, I have never tried to take anybody else's land, and I'm not gonna let anybody try to tell me I did. Not even you. Maryland is mine.
You lie, it's ours.
It's mine.
You lie, I'll show you. Huh. I'll send our mowers out there today.
What?
I said, I'll send my mowers out to Meadowland today, and they'll hay that field flat.
You do, and I'll break their necks.
Oh, you wouldn't dare.
Maryland is mine. You understand? Mine.
Please don't shout. You can scream and carry on all you want in your own home, but when you're in mine, please try and behave like a gentleman.
I'm telling you, Natasha, if I didn't have these murmurs, these awful pains, these veins throbbing in my temples, I wouldn't be talking like this. Maryland is mine.
Ours!
It's mine!
Ours!
It's mine!
What's going on? What are you two shouting for?
Papa, will you please explain to this gentleman just who owns Meadowland? Him or us?
My boy. Well, Meadowland belongs to us.
I beg your pardon, Stepan Stepanich. Think what you're saying. How can it belong to you? My aunt's grandmother just wanted to make things easier and, give this land to your grandfather's tenants. And so they started using this field for 40 years, and they started thinking it was theirs. But it turned out what the real problem was.
Allow me, sweetheart. You're forgetting that the original problem was that there was a problem about who really owned the Meadowland and all the rest of it. But nowadays, every dog in the village knows Meadowland belongs to us. I don't think you've even seen the survey map.
Look, I can prove to you that Meadowland belongs to me.
No, you can't, buddy boy.
I can too!
What are you shouting for? You can't prove anything by shouting, and that's a fact. Now, listen, I don't think any of your land, and I don't want to give up any of mine. Why should I? But the main point is, if you want to make an issue out of it, I'd just as soon give it to the peasants as to you. So there.
You're not making any sense. What gives you the right to give away someone else's land?
I'll be the judge whether I have the right or not. The fact is, boy, I'm not used to being talked to in that tone of voice. And I'll let you know that I would want to be addressed with a little less excitement and whatever.
No! You think I'm just stupid. And you're making fun of me, huh? You stand there and tell me that my own land belongs to you, and then you expect me to be calm about it and talk as if nothing had happened. This is not how good neighbors behave, Stepan Stepanich. You're not a neighbor. You are a usurper!
What? What did you call me?
Papa, you send our mowers out to Meadowland right this very minute.
You! Boy, what did you just call me?
Meadowland belongs to us, and I'll never give it up. Never, never, never!
Well, we'll see about that. I'll take you to court, huh? And then we'll see who it belongs to.
To court? Oh, you just go ahead, I dare you. Take us to court. Oh, now I get it. You've just been waiting for the chance to take us to court and all the rest of it. Well, it's inbred, isn't it? The whole Lomo family was like that. You were just waiting to sue us. You're chasing us into court, and that's the fact.
You leave my family out of this. The Lomovs were all decent, law-abiding citizens, every one of them. Not like some people I could name, huh? Who were arrested for embezzlement. Your uncle, for instance.
Every one of the Lomos was crazy, every single one.
All of them, every single one.
And your uncle, well, he was a falling down drunk. And your aunt, the youngest one, she was running around with an architect. An architect! And that's a fact.
And your mother was a hunchback. Oh my God, I've got a pain in my side. My head's beginning to pound. Oh my God, give me some water.
Your father was a burglar and a beggar.
And your aunt was a tattletale. She was the worst gossip in town.
Oh my God, my leg is paralyzed. You're a sneak. Oh my God. And everybody knows that during the elections, you people... Oh, I've got spots in front of my eyes. Oh my God. Where's my hat?
You're low and lousy and cheap.
Low down, two-faced snake in the grass. And that's a fact.
Here's my hat.
An absolute
My leg is
fact.
paralyzed. Where's the... Oh, the door. I think I'm gonna die.
Don't you ever set foot in this house again.
And you just take us to court. Go ahead and see what happens.
You can go to hell.
What? A creep. See if I ever trust a neighbor again after this.
Crook.
Creep. First he takes over someone else's land, and then he's the nerve to threaten them.
Oh, can you imagine that wigworm, that chicken brain has the nerve to come here and propose? Huh? He proposed.
He proposed what?
What? We came here to propose to you.
To propose? To me? Why didn't you tell me that before?
That's why I was all dressed up in that stupid suit. Oh, that chicken brain.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey, what's the matter now? What's the matter with you?
Make him come back! Make him come back! Please make him come back!
Oh, what have I done? Oh, my God. All right. Oh, I should train myself. I should torture myself to death.
I think I'm gonna die!
All right, please, stop shouting. I'll bring him back. Don't worry about it.
Make him come back! Please listen to them! Oh, what if we died?
Damn it, this time you talk to him. I can't, and that's a fact.
Make him come back!
I just told you, he's coming back. Oh, God, when you find the thing with the father of a grown-up girl.
Make him come
I'll
back!
slit my throat. I swear I'll slit my throat. We kick him out, we insult him, we throw him out of the house, and it's all your fault. It's your fault.
No! It's your fault!
I'm sorry, it's your fault, and whatever. This time you talk to her, I can't, and that's a fact.
Oh my God. I'm having a heart murmur. It's awful. My leg is paralyzed and my left side is going...
You'll have to excuse us, Even Busledge. We got a little bit carried away. I just remembered. Meadowland belongs to you after all.
There's something wrong with my heart. It's beating too loud. Madeline is mine. Oh, these little Wattses are twitching in both
It's yours.
places.
It's all yours. Meadowland belongs to you. Sit down.
It was always just about the principle of the thing, Natasha. I don't care about the field, but I do care about the principle of the thing.
Yes, the principle of the thing. I think we should talk about something else.
And besides, I really can prove it. My aunt's grandmother let your grandfather's tenants have that field free of charge for an indefinite time.
That's enough!
And
I think we should change the subject. I don't know where to start. How's the hunting? Are you going hunting anytime soon?
Yes. Geese and grouse hunting, Natasha. Geese and grouse. I was thinking of going after the harvest is in. Oh, by the way, did I tell you? The worst thing happened to me. You know my old hound Gesser? He went lame on me.
Oh, that's terrible. What happened?
I don't know. He must have dislocated his hip, or maybe he got into a fight with some other dogs and got bit. But he was the best hound dog. Not to mention how much it cost. I got him from Mironov, and I paid $125 for him.
Ivan Vasilich, you paid too much.
Oh, I thought I got him pretty cheap. He's a real good dog.
Well, Papa paid only $85 for his hound dog Messer. Messer's a lot better than Gesser.
Messer is better than Gesser. What do you mean? Messer is better than Gesser.
Well, of course he's better. I mean, he's still a pup. He's not full grown yet, but when it comes to bark and bite, there's no better dog.
Excuse me, Natasha, but I think you're forgetting something. He's got an underslung jaw. And a dog with an underslung jaw can never be a good retriever.
An underslung jaw? That's the first I've heard of it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, his lower jaw is shorter than his upper.
What'd you do? Measure it?
Of course I measured it. I mean, I grant you he's not so bad on point, but you tell him to go fetch something.
In the first place, our hound dog Messer is a purebred from a very good line. He is the son of Pusher and Pisser. So that limpfoot mutt of yours couldn't touch him for breeding. Besides which, your dog is old and ratty and full of fleas.
Well, he may be old, but I wouldn't take 5 of your Messers for him. How can you even say that? My Gesser is a real dog. And that Messer is a joke. He's not even worth worrying about. Every old fart in the country's got a dog just like your Messer. There's a mess of them everywhere you look. You pay 20 rubles? You pay too much.
Ivan Vasilich, for some reason, you are being perverse on purpose. First you say Meadowland belongs to you, then you say Gesser is better than Messer. I don't think much of a man who doesn't say what he already knows to be a fact. You know perfectly well that Messer is 100 times better than that dumb Gesser of yours. So why are you saying the opposite?
You must be thinking I'm either blind or stupid. Can't you understand that he has an underslung jaw?
It's not true.
He has an underslung jaw.
It's not true!
What are you shouting for?
What are you lying for? I can't stand this anymore. You should be putting your old Gesser out of his misery, and here you are comparing him to our Messer.
You have to excuse me. I can't go on with this conversation. I'm having a heart murmur.
This just goes to prove what I always knew. The hunters who talk the most are the ones who know the least.
Will you please just do me a favor and just shut up? My head's beginning to pound. Shut up!
I will not shut up until you admit that Messer is 100 times better than Gesser.
He's 100 times worse! I hope he croaks! That Messer! Oh my God! My head, my eyes, my shoulder!
And your Gesser doesn't even need to croak. He's dead already.
Shut up! I'm having a heart attack!
I will not shut up!
What's going on now?
Papa, tell us frankly, on your honor, who's a better dog, Gesser or Messer?
Stepan Stepanich, I just want to know one thing. Does your Messer have an underslung jaw or doesn't he? Yes or no?
So what if he does? What does it mean? He's still the best dog in the whole county, and that's a fact.
But don't you think my Gesser is better? On your honor.
Take it easy, son. Don't get worried about it. Your dog has many good points. He's thoroughbred, got a good stance, nice round hindquarters, and all the rest of it. But if you really want to know, son, that dog has 2 vital defects. He's old, and he's got a short bite.
Excuse me, I'm having another heart murmur. Let's just look at the facts, shall we? What I want you to do is to think back to that time at the field trials when my Gesser kept up with the Count's dog Fresser. They were going ear to ear, and your Messer was a whole half-mile behind.
Because that's why the Count's man walked it with his whip.
But that's not the point. All the other dogs were after the fox, and your Messer was chasing a sheep.
That's not true. Now listen, boy, you know I have a very short temper, so let's make this conversation very short. He walked him because you people can't stand anybody else's dogs perform. You're all rotten with envy, even you, buddy boy, even you. All someone has to do is say somebody's dog is better than yours, and right away you start in with this and that and all the rest of it. I happen to remember exactly what happened.
And I remember too.
And you remember too. What do you remember?
Oh my God, my head, my eyes, my shoulders, my heart murmur.
My heart murmur. What kind of a hunter are you? You do better in the kitchen, catching cockroaches than out hunting foxes. A heart murmur.
She's right. What kind of a hunter are you? Your heart member should stay at home instead of galloping across the country. What you really like to do is ride around and argue and interfere with other people's dogs. You are not, and that's a fact, a hunter.
And what makes you think you're a hunter? The only reason you go hunting is so you can get in good with the Count. My heart. You're a sneak.
I'm a what? A snake? You young puppy, shut up!
You sneak!
You puppy! You whippersnapper!
You rat! You rickety old rat!
Shut up or I'll give your backside a full of buckshot!
And everybody knows your poor dead wife used to beat you. Oh, I'm going to faint.
Oh.
I'm going to faint.
But everybody knows your housekeeper has you tied to her apron strings!
Wait. Here it comes. A heart attack. Oh, my shoulder just came undone. Where's my shoulder? I'm gonna die!
Whippersnapper! Milk sucker Snoop! I'm sick. I can't breathe.
What kind of a hunter are you? You can't even ride a horse. Papa? What's wrong with him? Papa? Look at him!
I'm sick. I can't breathe. I need some air.
He's dead!
What's wrong now? What's wrong with you? Who's dead?
Get a doctor!
Oh my God! Get a doctor! Oh my God! Wait. Have some of the. Oh! He's not taking it. That means he really is dead. Oh my God! What a mess! Kill myself. Why have I waited so long to kill myself? Get me a gun! Get me a knife! I think he's gonna live. I think he's gonna live. Here, have some of this.
Spot! Everything is all spot. It's all cloudy. Where am I?
Look, just get married as soon as you can and get out of here. She says yes, okay? I give you my blessing, all right? Only leave me in peace.
What? Who?
She says yes, all right? Go ahead and kiss her, and then get the hell out of here.
He's alive! Yes, I say yes!
Go ahead and kiss him.
Huh? Who? Oh, that's very nice. Excuse me, but what happened? Oh, yeah, now I remember. There's spots. Oh my God, Natasha, I'm so happy. My head is so paralyzed.
I got a load off my shoulders.
Yes, sir.
He's worse.
And then live happily ever after. Bring on the champagne! Bring on